हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल होम्योपैथिक मेडिकोसिस #होम्योपैथी फॉर ऑल। और आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन होम्योपैथिक रेमेडी जो कि इन क्रूड फॉर्म हम सब उसके काफ़ी ज़्यादा आदी हो चुके हैं और काफ़ी ज़्यादा हम लोग अपने डेली लाइफ में यूज़ करते हैं। दैट इज़ यस द रेमेडी फॉर टुडे इज़ द कॉफिया क्रूडा। द कॉमन नेम इज़ कॉफ़ी एंड द फैमिली इज़ रूबिएसी। हम बेसिक सिम्टम सभी जानते हैं, व्हाट इज़ द इफ़ेक्ट ऑफ कॉफ़ी ऑन आवर बॉडी एंड व्हाट कॉफ़ी डज टू आवर बॉडी इन क्रूड फॉर्म। बट हम अभी इसका मेडिसिनल रूप देखेंगे कि मेडिसिन के रूप में किस प्रकार ये हमारी हेल्प कर सकता है, किस प्रकार ये एक बेहतरीन एक मेडिसिन साबित हो सकती है, जो डिफरेंट कंडीशंस में किस प्रकार हम यूज़फुल हो सकती है। इस वीडियो के थ्रू we will just talk about the generalities and some general characteristic symptom of the coffee. And first, beginning with that, we will start with a drug history and description. So यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं कि botanical name जो कॉफिया का है, कॉफिया अरेबिका ले, that is the botanical name, and habitat is basically cultivated in the India native to Abyssinia, that is Ethiopia. So वहाँ पर बेसिकली ये belonging origin वहाँ से है। डिस्क्रिप्शन इस प्लांट का, कॉफ़ी के प्लांट का, यही है कि एक एवरग्रीन स्रब या फिर स्मॉल ट्रीज़ ऑफ 2 to 5 या 10 मीटर्स का, जनरली 2 to 5 मीटर्स का प्लांट होता है। और इसमें आपका जो फ्रूट होता है वो स्कारलेट रेड कलर का होता है, जो कि आप कह सकते हैं राइप होने के बाद आपको स्कारलेट रेड कलर का होता है। और उसके अंदर कॉफ़ी के बीन्स होते हैं, कॉफ़ी के सीड्स होते हैं, जो कि यूज़फुल पार्ट है मेडिसिन के लिए होम्योपैथी में। सो उसको कोर्स पाउडर में करके और देन अल्कोहल के साथ मिक्स करके वी विल मेक द मदर टिंचर, एंड फ्रॉम मदर टिंचर वी विल मेक द फर्दर potencies by dispensing alcohol. And this Coffea Cruda medicine was introduced by Dr. Staff in 1823 in homeopathy. So that is one of the very big contribution by the one of the other stalwarts of homeopathy, Dr. Staff. This is the basic drug history and the basic description कॉफ़ी के प्लांट की एंड उसकी एक छोटी सी ड्रग हिस्ट्री। एंड लेट्स बिगिन द जनरलिटीज़। सो हम सभी जानते हैं कि व्हाट इज़ द इफ़ेक्ट ऑफ द कॉफ़ी on our body. It stimulates the function. We used to take it as a stimulant. It stimulates the functional activity of all our organs and increasing the nervous and vascular activity. And whenever we feel sleepy, whenever we feel low in energy, हम लोग उस समय चाहते हैं कि एक कप कॉफ़ी का या चाय का, जिसमें मेन जो कंपोनेंट है कैफ़ीन, जो कॉफ़ी में कहीं ज़्यादा मात्रा में होती है एज़ कम्पेयर टू टी, एंड दैट बेसिकली माना जाता है कि नर्वस सिस्टम को स्टिमुलेट्स करते हैं, दो फॉर टेम्पररी पीरियड, बट येस इट इज़ ए स्टिमुलेंट फॉर नर्वस सिस्टम। तो ये है कि कॉफ़ी का क्या क्रूड एक्शन है, बट व्हाट आर द बेसिक सिम्टम्स इन द ड्रग प्रूविंग फॉर्म, दैट इज़ द जनरल सेंसिटिविटी. It will enhance the nervous system, it will enhance the senses of body, that will create the great sensitivity towards all the external impressions, great excitability. And the one very important and one very keynote thing is that in coffee there is the bad effects of the emotion, especially of joy and pleasurable surprises, just like na Malamal weekly ka wo Anthony get used to die just from the happiness of getting a 1 crore of lottery. So this is basically that kind of pleasurable surprises or joy, sudden emotion that leads to the bad effect on the body, that is about the patient, the person not able to hold that high excitement in the body, and that also can lead to the various symptoms. The overall general symptom will aggravate in the open air or cold wind. Any kind of moving air, that is wind, cold or open wind, will aggravate the symptom in general, though it leads to the amelioration in the toothache, that is the one particular in thing in coffea. Otherwise there is a overall aggravation from the wind. So moving on to the mental generals, अगर हम देखते हैं mental generals जो generality is basically correlated, one thing you can say. So there is extreme excitability with intense nervous restlessness. ऑब्वियस है, माइंड सेंसिटिव है, हर इम्प्रेशंस के लिए सेंसिटिव है, चाहे ऑर्डर, नॉइज, टच, पेन. वन ऑफ द trios for the pain, that is along with aconite, coffea, ignitia or chamomilla. Is there is confusion for me that whether it is ignitia or aconite in the trio, but that it is. So their mind is constant state of turmoil with influx of lots of thoughts in the mind. That is बहुत ज़्यादा आप समझिए कि एक के बाद एक ख्याल दिमाग से आपके गुजर ही रहा है, एंड देयर इज़ यू जस्ट नॉट एबल टू फील द कंट्रोल ओवर द ब्रेन. That is called the voice in the head. There are lots of different voices of the different situation of the different persons at the same time. You are not getting any kind of illusion or delusion or hallucination. It's just like simply that you're not able to control the rapid activity of the brain. So there you can see, and one thing is that, and above all, he or she is very quick to take action upon its thought. One thing is that. So there are ailments from sudden emotion, especially joy and pleasurable news or surprises, as we talked before. And there is constant thought in the mind keeps the person awake. So there is a constant thoughts that basically leads to the sleeplessness. Obviously when कोई पर्सन सो नहीं पाएगा, तभी सो नहीं पाएगा जब उसका ब्रेन कंटिन्यूसली एक्टिव स्टेट में हो. For sleep you have to switch off the brain for a moment, but unfortunately in the Coffea patient the brain is running at such high intensity, such a high speed, that the all nerves are so active that it leads to the sleeplessness condition for the especially from the overdose of the coffee. So memory is active, increased mental capacity and power to debate and to think. Bipolar disorder, in which one episode you see that there is a complete imbecility, complete flaccidness of the body, and on other side you will see that there is complete excitability and complete, that memory is like clear crystal with increased capacity to perform any kind of thing. Just like that you can see the extreme effect of the coffee on your body. Mind is full of ideas, building the air castles. Keep thinking about the future, that आज ये करना है, कल वो करना है, ऐसा हो जाएगा 10 साल बाद, ऐसा 20 साल बाद, मैं ये वो कर लूँगा, मैं वो कर लूँगा. So this kind of thought just keep running in the mind. There is sudden change of emotions, obviously. The person is quite moody, cry and laugh, or cry and or laugh easily at the same time. You can say the sensitive to pain, touch, noise, oversensitive part. The patient will hear those noises with a which a person in normal state of health does not able to hear. So according to Kant, these are the basic symptoms are included from the Kant, that is building air castles, and that is able to hear those noises just like in opium, or hear the noise of the clock ticking due to the active senses, active hearing senses, and active senses that leads to the noises coming from the far distance. The person can able to listen. There is unable to banish the thoughts, and this is one of the symptom that we talked. There is the person doesn't have any control over the thoughts that keep coming in the mind. There is fanciful vision, recalls poetry of the childhood, recalls things not thoughts of for years. So बचपन की भी बातें, माइंड इज सच एन इन एन एक्टिव स्टेट कि बचपन की भी बातें बड़ी आसानी से आप कह सकते हैं कि याद है मुझे. इस फेज में जब कॉफ़ी हैज़ अ टू फेज, प्राइमरी action, you can say the action, primary action or secondary action. So in the primary action of the coffee, where there is extreme excitability, there are all kinds of the visions, fanciful vision, and all kinds of the memory is so active that recalls all kind of poetry and recalls things that didn't have the talk about for years, but he has the memory for all those things. weeping from happiness, alternate laughing and weeping. And secondary action of the coffee leads to the stupidity and sleepiness. We all know that when the action of the coffee will wear off, when the primary action of the coffee will wear off, what leads, the secondary action will lead, and that is the stupidity and complete sleepiness. Person will feel tired and want more coffee than to abolish that tiredness. The relation is belladonna, that the extreme congestion to the brain, that blood is getting, the activeness of the brain is related to the active supply of the blood, just like belladonna. Opium, that acute senses. Chamomilla, oversensitivity. Nux vomica, oversensitivity. Gelsemium, again we see the anxiousness and oversensitiveness. Aconite again, and ignitia, all are basically related on the nervous condition. So these are the basic generalities, यही basic generalities symptoms the coffea की. And hopefully you like the videos. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button and comment down below in the comment section if you like this video, and subscribe the channel for more such videos. And please support the channel for to enhance the knowledge